Okay, dear students, once again we are going to meet in the classroom, that to be on mobile classroom. Our next big topic, earlier big topic was, topic name was differentiation. Next topic is integral calculus. In this we are going to study integration and several techniques, several methods of integration. It's also quite a big topic, like we discussed in the topic, namely differentiation. Right, topic name, integral calculus. Integral calculus. In the earlier topic, what it was named was differential calculus. And there we studied differentiation. Here we study integration. Now write heading as integration. And before we go into definition of integration, we shall observe scheme of marks on this topic. It's a very big topic, as already told. One question carrying 1 mark. 2 questions carrying 2 marks. 2 questions carrying 3 marks. 1 question carrying 5 marks, and there will be 1 question carrying 6 marks, especially based on properties of definite integrals. So this is a theory mark scheme for this topic. Overall, 6 plus 5, 11, 11 plus 6, this is 6, 17 plus 4, 21 plus 1, 22 marks. Total 22 marks. And as far as our Karnataka seat is concerned, in KCET, depends on paper setter mind. There will be sometimes 6 to 7, sometimes 7 to 8 questions. Now we start with definition of integration. Recall, differentiation. Differentiation is a process of finding the derivative when function is given. That means in differential calculus we are given y in advance and we require to find its derivative dy by dx, or in other words, in differential calculus we are given f of x and we supposed to get f dash of x, and also at the same time we got dy by dx or f dash x by several methods. To recall, those days we obtained dy by dx maybe using sum rule, maybe using product rule, maybe using quotient rule, it may be applying composite function rule, it may be applying logarithmic rule, it may be applying parametric function rule, it may be one function with respect to another function rule. Like this we added in those days several methods, several techniques of differentiation, but there was only one aim. The aim was to find f dash x when fx is given in advance. Keep in mind, when you are not given f of x, it is impossible to find f dash of x. Keeping that in mind. So totally in the topic differential calculus, we need to get dy by dx when y given in advance. Now in this topic it is completely reverse, exactly opposite. Means in the topic integral calculus, you are given f dash x. You are given f dash x and you need to find, you need to obtain the original function f of x. Whereas in differentiation, y given, we obtain dy by dx. Whereas in this topic, dy by dx given, we need to obtain y. And that process of finding the original function y or f of x, when its derivative is given, that is called by the name integration. So integration simply defined as process of finding the function, rather than it can be said as original function. Integration is a process of finding the function when its derivative is given. Now it can be easily justified that, easily we can tell that, easily we can say that, easily we can confirm that integration is exactly opposite of differentiation. That's why integration also called as antiderivative or converse of differentiation. Antiderivative means opposite of differentiation. Converse means reverse of differentiation. That means whatever formulas we dealt in differentiation, same formulas can be here taken, but not in same direction, exactly opposite direction. Tarika, differentiation of sin x with respect to x is found as cos x. That was in the topic differentiation. What I said is that differentiation of sin x with respect to x, it is equal to cos x. Now reverse. This is y. This is y dash. In this topic, integration of cos x. Integration of cos x with respect to x, it will be equal to now sin x. Observe, exactly opposite means reverse. That's why we are going to say integration as antiderivative or anti-differentiation or converse of differentiation. Further, in the topic differentiation, we use another word, derivative or differential coefficient. Here in topic integration, we are going to use the word integral or integral coefficient. It may be word integral or integral coefficient, both are same at one end. They stand for the meaning that you are given f dash and you ask me to find original function f of x. Like this, whatever formulas we have discussed in differentiation, same formulas will be taken here, but in opposite direction. Similarly, recall earlier days of topic differentiation. In those days, what we have seen is that derivative, differentiation of sin inverse x was found as 1 divided by square root of 1 minus x square. Now in this topic, exactly opposite means integration or integral. Integration of 1 by root of 1 minus x square with respect to x, it will be equal to sin inverse of x. Like this, you can go on writing number of such formulas, but these will not be new formulas, old formulas, but in opposite direction. So once again we recapitulate it. Integration is process of finding the function when its derivative is given, whereas differentiation was the process of finding derivative when function is given. Hence, integration, differentiation are exactly opposite processes. That's why integration is also called as antiderivative or converse of differentiation. So you can write down if you want this definition. I dictated that. Hope at the same time you might have written. But even then, you can write the process means method. The process of finding. The process of finding the function. The process of finding the function when its means function, when its derivative given, when its derivative given is called as integration. Is called as integration. The process of finding the function when its derivative given is called as integration. That's why we can claim integration as antiderivative or converse of differentiation. Therefore, integration is also called as anti, means opposite. What's the meaning of anti? Anti means reverse. Anti-differentiation. Anti-differentiation or means another way of telling, or converse. What's the meaning of converse? Reverse. Converse of differentiation. Sometimes integration is also called by the name primitive. Also called as primitive. It's a very rare case of using the word primitive. We use regularly integration, but it's the most anti-differentiation. Primitive. So keep in mind, in this complete topic, whatever problem is given, it will be an f dash x. Using this f dash x, we need to find f of x. And we need to find f of x using several methods, several techniques. Like in differentiation, we had the techniques. Similarly, here also we are going to meet with different types of techniques or different types of methods or different types of tools. Using those different types of mechanisms or methods, we need to get f of x by the help of advancedly given f dash of x. But all this is in wording form. Mathematics doesn't like wording form more, but it likes symbolic form. Let's see in symbolic form how integration can be expressive. You can add in the form of a definition if you wish. You add in the format of definition. If dy dx of f of x is equals to f dash of x or. Another point to note in mind that differentiation of constant is always zero. Hence it is to be taken worth with constant dy dx of f of x plus c is equal to actually f dash x plus 0, but 0 is omitted. And this f dash x, here we are going to denote by some other notation. Some lecturers, some books, they will remark it as capital F of x, g of x, phi of x, h of x, r of x, m of x, psi of x, j of x. So many notations can be taken. That does not change some mathematical things. So I am taking this as a capital F of x. No wonder you can take phi of x also. Observe here, function is f of x plus c. Its derivative is capital F of x. Then integration. Then integration of f dash x. F dash x also same as what? Capital F of x. Let it be there. Say this, let it be. Then integration of f dash x or capital F of x is equal to the original function. What's the original function? F of x plus c. So f of x plus c, given function f dash x or capital F of x will be its net result of derivative. Reverse integration of capital F of x or f dash x will be equal to original function small f of x plus c. But all this is in the format of wordings. We require in mathematical symbol, symbolic form. Let's see in symbolic form how integration can be expressible. Now right. In symbols, in mathematical symbols, in symbols, we write as, we means whole world. In symbols, we write as integration of f dash x dx. Here dx stand for integration with respect to x. That is equally same as integration of capital F of x dx. That is equal to small f of x plus c. Underline it. Please highlight it. Now let's come to next part. In this complete representation, this is a symbol. Doesn't take any value, whatever you wish. Say for example, plus addition symbol. It will not attract any kind of values. You cannot write plus equal to 10, meaningless. You cannot write plus equal to 1 by 6, meaningless. It is after all a mathematical operator, especially it is an arithmetic operator or arithmetic symbol. Like that, it is our calculus symbol. In fact, it is symbol of integration. This is symbol of integration, capital f of x means function which is undergoing for the process of integration. It's as good as f dash x. Capital F of x, it is called as integrand. Integrand means the function which is undergoing for the process of integration. Then dx called as variable of integration, means here dx represents integration with respect to x. And further c is called as constant of integration, and small f of x is nothing but original function. Now here what I said is that c is called as constant of integration, but it's an arbitrary constant. There is no fixed value for c because of no definite value for c. C may be 0, C may be 1, C may be minus 2, C may be 100, C may be root 10, C may be 1 by 10, etc. Because of there is no fixed value for c, we are going to call such integrals or such integration as indefinite integration or indefinite integrals. The word indefinite stands for the quantity c because it is arbitrary. It can take any real value but not fixed one. That's why we have in the word indefinite integrals. Alright, next things here. Means in the definition of integration process, here this is a symbol of integration. Symbol, also known as more better man operator. Like we have seen, operator of addition, operator of subtraction, operator of multiplication, operator of division, operator of greater, operator of lesser, operator of percentage, operator of belongs to, not belongs to, every, for every, etc. It's like that an operator. Symbol of integration. Next, capital E f of x. As good as f dash x, capital F of x, it is called as integrand. Integrand means the function which is undergoing for integration. The function undergoing for integration. The function undergoing for integration process. dx. It is known as variable of integration. Variable of integration. And in this case, dx will represent integration with respect to x. Is that right? dx will represent right now, means here in this context, integration with respect to x. Integration with respect to x. In the coming days or somewhere in future, if we have something like integration of dt, meaning is that integration with respect to t variable, the result will be in terms of t only. If we have an integration d alpha, meaning is that we have to perform integration with respect to alpha, accordingly that our result of integration will be completely in the format of alpha and so on. If there is d theta, meaning is that integration with respect to theta. If there is a dr, meaning is that integration with respect to r. If there is a dz, meaning is that integration with respect to z. More number of times we will have integration with respect to x, but no wonder sometimes, even some minimum times or some more times also, we have other than x. Variable does not matter. Process remains same. Only variable can be changed from x variable to another variable. Does not matter our integration process. So here dx stands for integration with respect to x, or variable of integration more precisely. Next, small f of x. Actually, its original function we are going to call here as the result of integration. Result of integration. Means output after performing integration process, what we get, that is f of x. Just like 6 into 7, output of product of 6 and 7 means the result of 6 into 7, which is well known to everyone as 42. The 42 result of product of 6 and 7. Like here, small f of x, result of integration of f dash x, or integration of capital F of x. C. C means constant of integration. Constant of integration. Constant of integration. So this is the summary about integration. This is symbol of integration. It is integrand. This is variable of integration. This is result of integration. And C is called as more importantly constant of integration. I hope you got this point very clear. Now continue. In fact, we are in lecture number 1 and we are concerned to second PUC. This is PU2 and this is our first class in the topic integration. Next slide. Since C is arbitrary constant, means there is no fixed value for C. C may be 0, C may be 1, C may be 10. So, as C is not a fixed constant, which is arbitrary, that's why such integrations, such integrals with occurrence of constant C called as more generally indefinite integrals. Since C is not fixed, that means it is arbitrary. Arbitrary means there can be any value for C. Since C is not fixed, therefore such integrals are called as indefinite integrals. The word indefinite because there is no definite value for C. Later we are going to study another topic, what it is called by the name definite integrals. But right now we will focus more on indefinite integrals. And actually this topic has totally two branches, mainly one branch what we are just discussing, indefinite integrals, another one to be taken after some days commencing, that is called by the name definite integrals. That means in integral calculus there are two branches. indefinite integrals. Another one, we study after some days, not right now. Another one, definite integrals. Also keep in mind indefinite means compulsorily with addition of plus c. But here plus c will not be there. We come to know why c will not be there added in case of definite integrals. Not right now. After some days. Next concept. And what you may think is that why we have to add constant c. For example, consider differentiation of x cube. What that is? 3x square. Conversely, reversely, which implies integration of 3x square with respect to x, your answer will be equal to x. That's what the definition of integration suggests out. Next, we also consider differentiation of x cube plus 10. Further, when we differentiate result of x cube differentiation 3x square, result of differentiation of 10 0. Usually in mathematics, in case of addition I'm telling, we omit 0. 0 is neglected. This implies again integration of 3x square dx will be equals to x cube. If you write only x cube like in the earlier case, now there will be some suspicion. What is integration? The process of finding original function. Here original function is x cube plus 10, but we got only x cube, which is not our original function. So we are short by this constant 10. Obviously, we need to add constant 10. Otherwise, that will completely makes different meaning for integration. But not necessarily 10. It may be 100. It may be 1. It may be minus 10. If it is minus 10, here you have to add minus 10. It may not be there. It may be only 0 also. Means here plus 0. In order to get original function, compulsorily you must add a constant. You cannot add a constant as 5 because you can't tell perfectly whether it is 5 or other than 5. That's why you must add a general constant c. What it is called as constant of integration, but its value is not fixed, arbitrary. That's why we are going to call by the name indefinite integrals. Next, write some rules of integration. Afterwards, we study formulas of integration. Now, write rules of integration. First rule, integration of constant a into function. We had the same rule in differentiation. In that case, we took k out. In this case also, we have to take k out. Set the integration. K into integration of capital F of x dx. Next, integration of f of x plus or minus g of x plus or minus h of x plus or minus so on. Means integration of sum or difference of two or more functions. It will be equal to sum or difference of two or more integrations accordingly that. Means it is equal to integration of capital F of x dx plus or minus integration of capital G of x dx plus or minus integration of h of x function dx and so on. Third law, third one, integration of d by dx of f of x. dx. It is same as integration of f dash x dx. So it will be original function. What's the original function? F of x is equal to f of x. If there were an addition of plus c, must write here plus c. Here that c is omitted. Right, also another thing now d by dx of f of x that is equal to f dash x, say capital F of x, implies that integration of capital F of x dx is equal to small f of x and conversely. What's the meaning of conversely? If integration of capital F of x is equal to small f of x, implies that differentiation of small f of x equal to capital F of x. You write, for example, before we have formulas on this, for example, differentiation of sin x, how much it is equal to cos x. Now in this topic, reversely, it implies that integration of cos x with respect to x, it will be equal to sin x. But not only sin x, it's compulsory addition of constant c. Not necessarily c, any constant can be added. You can add a constant, you can add b, you can add d, you can add k, does not matter. But add compulsorily an arbitrary constant. Similarly, another example, we know that d by dx of tan inverse of x. From earlier days, we know that derivative of tan inverse x was found as 1 divided by 1 plus x square. Thus, this formula, not a new formula, old formula, but in opposite direction, which implies that now, not integration of tan inverse x, integration of 1 by 1 plus x square, which implies that integration of 1 by 1 plus x square dx. Its answer will be equal to tan inverse of x plus c and so on. Like this, whatever formulas we noted in differentiation, same formula will be considerable, but not in this direction, exactly in opposite direction. Similarly, we know that derivative of log x, 1 by x. Now, integration of 1 by x will be log x and so on. So, don't get confused. Earlier formulas, but in opposite direction. So, next class, we shall see important formulas of integration, followed by techniques of integration, etc. Thank you.